Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and in this video, we are going to talk about a farming area, a farming loop, and a farming objective that you should consider adding to your daily routine while farming and playing Diablo Immortal, because it's a good opportunity to acquire some glowing shards that you are going to need a lot of as you are progressing later in the game, and you need to keep those upgrades rolling on your equipment. So let's get into it. Alrighty, now right out the gate, I know some of you are newer to Immortal, and that's perfectly fine, but that's why I like to explain some of the stuff in detail and break it down for you. So in this video, we're going to be talking about glowing shards and a super efficient way to acquire them every single day slowly over time. And these are very important because you can see that the next upgrade I want to do for this weapon slot is going to take 14 glowing shards when I unlock that at Paragon 130. And this is a very good source of combat rating. You can get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 combat rating per upgrade when you start hitting these different upgrades on your equipment. So you definitely do not want to run out of glowing shards, and make sure that you are acquiring them on a very consistent basis. And this is going to happen naturally over time as you acquire legendaries that you are not wearing. Maybe they're not good enough to be equipped, and you've already got the essence for that legendary, or it's a set piece that isn't going to be good enough to wear or anything like that. You're going to naturally get these glowing shards just by farming and playing the game. But I think this is a really efficient and consistent way to acquire them that you want to add to your farming rotation. So the farm that I'm going to be talking about is, if you pop up your map and you back out to the main area, I will be talking about the dark wood right here. And we're going to be going to the rogue battle camp waypoint right here. So we're going to teleport here, and we are going to head out the northern exit of the rogue battle camp. And we're going to have a little farm spot here that I think makes the most sense when acquiring this objective for these glowing shards. Okay, so here we are at the waypoint. Also, a little quick tip: you want to make sure you are heading out into any farming adventure by clearing your inventory, making sure you come in here and salvage things to get a fresh start as you head out. So once we head out this northern entrance, you can see right above my head the Purify the Corruption quest right there, and that is going to be part of the area that we are in here in the dark wood. Now, as we run around and kill stuff, you will see that corruption tick up to 1%, and it will slowly fill up until we get the bar full at 100%, and then we will be able to fight a shadow clone for a guaranteed glowing shard. You can see I'm already at 2%, and this will fill up as you run in circles around this route. So I've tried a few different areas to farm this corruption and fill it up to 100%. This is the best luck I've had. I tested a few different areas and tried out some different spots on the minimap here to get this corruption filled up. And running around in this circle here, right outside the northern exit of that rogue encampment, was the best spot that I was able to find myself. But definitely let me know down below in the comments if you have a better spot than this, or we're getting good results farming a different area, because I always love to hear your input as well, so we can be as accurate as possible and discuss as many different methods. And I know sometimes it can be a little bit hard to tell in game when you're kind of watching me play. So right now I want to pull up the actual map, and I will I'll draw with a pen so you can see the exact path you want to be taking once you head out to the area that I'm at here in game. You can see we're already up to 15% almost, and right there it just ticked up. Okay, so here is the map of the area that we've got pulled up, and I did recently do a dedicated video on this tool, discussing it with my friend Trigger Happy John. So if you'd like to see that, I will link to that video right there. But you can see that this area right here is where we spawned in, and we took this waypoint right here, and then we head out the northern edge of the map right here, and that's where I was at in game. So I can switch over to the trusty pen here, and this was where I exited, and you saw me running up along the map. So what I like to do is take a route that also swings by this hidden lair and checks it, because right here is a hidden lair that we can check along the way. It's always fun to make sure that we get 1 or 2 hidden lairs in every day, just to make sure we're getting consistent acquisition of some of those gemstones as well. So what I'll do is come out the north side of that encampment. I'll swing up here. I will come in between these 3 mob spawns, and then head down south and come to all of these mob spawns, and then head. You can either go like do a full loop around like this, and come right back over here. So that is kind of the loop that I like to take. And then every now and then you can also kind of swing up to the middle and connect right here to check that hidden layer as well, would be a perfectly fine route. So doing that gives you a consistent way to check for the hidden layer and maybe get lucky and find one of those while you are farming up the corruption, while also getting a consistent spawn of all those spiders and stuff that you are killing and filling up that bar to get it to 100% as fast as possible. And I also want to show you this footage that I recorded to get an accurate down to the second time frame that you can expect for this to happen when you are doing it yourself in game. So this is going to be footage showing me teleporting to that waypoint that I told you to teleport to in the rogue encampment, and then heading out of the northern entrance. And then as soon as I do, I get the clock ticking on the bottom there. And then this is just a straight recording with no edits or anything. I even included the time that I had to go to town and turn in a bestiary that filled up, which is right there. You see me turning in the bestiary. I left that time in there, didn't remove it or anything. There was no editing, just a straight recording. And you can see that bar right there filling up the corruption. And we have almost got it. It took me about, when does that actually fill up? Looks like at about 13 minutes is when we fill up the corruption. And then we just have to head to the tree of INIFINITE. It will tell you right there. You can click on it to navigate. And then we will simply click on the tree to fill up that blue bar. And then that will summon our shadow clone in a few seconds. We will have the fight with the shadow clone. And then once we take it down, we will get the glowing shard drop, and the whole process from start to finish, as you saw in this video, teleporting to the waypoint, heading out the northern exit, and doing that loop that I showed you on the map to check. Boom, right there, glowing shard in under 14 minutes. I believe we can get the screenshot here at 13:45, 47, and boom, there it is, 13:48 from going to the waypoint to actually filling up the bar and getting the glowing shard acquired on our account. Now, it is also worth noting, after you do this Purify the Corruption event, there is going to be a cooldown of when you can do that again. It's like 20-something minutes that you're going to have to wait. You can't just do this over and over and over and farm up these glowing shards. But then we also have to talk about, is this good acquisition for glowing shards? Because if you're just like open world farming in a group or something, you can have hours where you get 4 or 5 legendaries an hour. You get some pretty good luck. You get that first ancient elite kill for the day or something, and things really work in your direction. You can get 4 or 5. Now this is technically on a pace of 4 glowing shards per hour. It takes about 15 minutes from start to finish, which means if we extrapolate that over the course of an hour, it's going to be 4 glowing shards per hour. Now I do think that is a very solid pace, because you're probably not going to average 4 legendaries an hour, especially if you're playing solo. It's going to be very tough to keep up that pace. So I think this is a great opportunity to add this to your rotation and things that you consider farming with your time playing Diablo Immortal, because you are going to be happy that you acquire a bunch of these glowing shards over the course of your account, so that when these upgrades at the blacksmith start taking 10, 12 glowing shards, you're not running out instantly, and you're able to keep progressing your combat rating and your overall character power. And you also have to remember that you're getting the normal stuff too. You're getting the monster essences to get those bestiary turn-ins. You're checking for the hidden layer to get your 1 or 2 hidden layers in every day. And you're also getting a decent amount of XP by running around and killing stuff on a consistent basis. It's not going to be amazing. It's not going to be like running in a perfect circle with an optimized 4-party in the Realm of Damnation where you're getting 100k XP a minute. But it is probably going to be somewhere in that 40 to 50k a minute XP range if I had to guess. So yeah, that will do it for what I wanted to get covered in this one for a possible spot to add to your farming rotation in Diablo Immortal, because I think it is a pretty efficient thing to do on a pretty regular basis, and it's also very solo friendly. You don't have to group up to do this or anything, and you can get some XP, check hidden layers, and also keep up the glowing shard acquisition on your account. So let me know what you think, and remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Diablo Immortal content to play as efficient as possible. So as always, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.